One of the most pressing challenges facing the Dominican Republic is the extreme poverty that has trapped many of this nation's people. As the country continues to grow and develop at an incredible rate, there is a dire need to ensure that the poor and disenfranchised are included in this growth. Without this inclusion, the poor will continue to wait, as they have for so long, for that miracle to come along and lift them out of their poverty and relieve them of their misery. One of the primary goals of President Leonel Fernandez when he came to office in 2004 was to put the nation on a sure and steady path to achieving the UN's Millennium Development Goals, a set of measurable goals established by 147 heads of state. These concrete goals are designed to track a country's progress towards cutting extreme poverty in half by the year 2015. To this end, President Fernandez created the Presidential Commission on the Millennium Development Goals. The commission set about by mobilizing ministries, businesses, community-based organizations, as well as the average citizen, to determine what concrete actions were required. The goal was for the country to achieve the President's vision for reducing poverty in the Dominican Republic. Today, 4 years into the project, the Commission has come to two critical conclusions.
We've learned two things at the Presidential Commission. If we're going to reduce poverty by half, we need to go local. We need to attack poverty at its root. Another thing is we need to work with business, because if we're going to reduce poverty by half, we need to create jobs, productive, decent employment. And those jobs can only be created by business. Government doesn't create jobs. The primary engine for that is sustainable business.
When politicians and others talk about reducing poverty, they are talking in a general way about very specific people. This is Felix Clerc. He lives alone in a small room at the far end of a series of dirt roads in the province of El Seibo in the Dominican Republic.
When he came across the border from Haiti, he was in search of a better life. He landed in the town of Asua, and from there he realized that he needed something better. He came to Mata de Palma, and for over 50 years he's been cutting sugarcane. He wakes up early, gets changed, grabs his knit bag, and he walks to the sugarcane fields, and he works tirelessly all day long.
For the past 50 years, his days have been the same: cutting cane, loading it into the carts that are taken to the weighing stations. There the cane is weighed and then loaded into large trucks that transport it to one of the 6 large sugarcane mills in the Dominican Republic. These mills use the same technology and the same processes that were used 50 years ago when Felix walked across the border into the Dominican Republic. It is almost as if time had become frozen in the sugarcane fields and mills in the Dominican Republic. Where Felix lives, there is no electricity, little food, and no medical care. He has no pension, no health care. His biggest fear is what will happen to him if he gets sick. How will he work? Who will take care of him? He tells us he is very tired. He tells us he is afraid. His dream is to somehow acquire enough money to buy a calf and someday return to Haiti. The calf, he tells us, will be collateral to pay for his funeral when he dies. The question is, how can Felix and others like him be helped? In this day and age, given our technology, our science, our collective wealth, surely there must be a way to help lift people who work hard all their lives from this kind of poverty.